Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of When I'm Gone by Emily Bleeker, performed by Dan John Miller. To my children, who believe in me far more than I ever dare to believe in myself. January, Chapter 1. It was a beautiful funeral. How could it not be? Natalie planned the whole thing, and she always had a knack for entertaining. Luke and Natalie had visited the funeral home together, but Nat did all the work. From the donation basket for the National Cancer Society to the personalized video messages playing on a loop in the foyer, it was probably the funeral of the year in Farmington Hills, Michigan. Luke pushed the button on the garage door remote and pulled in to the left of Natalie's tan minivan. They glided over the familiar double bump that meant they were home, and the kids shifted in the back seat. Luke checked on Will in the rearview mirror. His eyes were red-rimmed and wet again. 14 is a rough enough age without dealing with losing your mom. He hadn't reached the I've run out of tears stage yet. Teenagers must have extra tears because of all the hormones. Luke was in the dried-up stage, and it was almost worse than sobbing uncontrollably. At least when you are crying, no one makes comments about how well you are taking this, or how relieved you must be that she's in a better place. What they don't know is this: appearing okay is a lot easier than actually being okay. May picked up her head slowly, as if it weighed 20 pounds. "I'm hungry, Dad. What's for dinner?" Sometimes Luke wondered if May was a teenage boy and not a 9-year-old girl. Will sighed. "We ate at the funeral, May. Dad doesn't have time to—" "It's okay, Will." Luke held up one hand. "Grandma Terry put some meals in the freezer. If May's hungry, I'll make dinner." Natalie's mom left right after the final chorus of amens at the funeral. Not a surprise. She'd never been a big Luke fan. He was ready to walk into the house without feeling her stony eyes on him, as if she thought he'd willed Natalie to have cancer. "You guys go in. I'll get Clayton." May and Will unclicked their seatbelts. "Did you bring home any of those chocolate pretzels from the luncheon? Those were good." May shoved her little face between the two front seats. Her upturned nose was her mother's, her eyes were Luke's, and her smile was some amazing fusion of DNA from the two of them. "God, don't—"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?